13 to 15, but Vienna was about 4 degrees when I left. Yeah. And today I'm going to tell you about how to win a long distance relationship. I want to share with you tips about it because we've been in a long distance relationship with Adrian for some time now. And this is us, this is Adrian, and this is Metrin. Our channel is called Metien because Met from Metrin and Etienne from Etienne, which is the surname of Adrian. Yes. And so as I said, we've been in a relationship for 2 years and 8 months now. Yes, it's quite some time, not so long but quite some time. You can check out our videos in our channel regarding our meeting, first and subsequent meetings. It started when I was in Kenya and Adrian was in France, in a town called Bordeaux. And we first met in 2015, July. Yes, our first meeting. After talking for about 5 months, 5 or 6 months roughly, then he traveled to Kenya. We have met more times after that. Yeah, so as I said, we're still in a long distance relationship. Currently, I'm in Vienna, Austria. I stay here, I study here. And Adrian is in Bordeaux, France. He works there and he stays there. So the distance is much shorter now. Of course, we are both in Europe. You can find out more from the videos. We'll still make up more videos, and if you have questions, by the way, feel free to comment and to ask about it. So as I was saying, I'm going to give you tips about long distance relationship, at least what has happened for us, what has worked out for us so far. And tip number 1 is know what you are both getting into. Yes. A long distance relationship, you probably don't want to take chances with it. You don't want to just assume things and go for it and just like any other relationship. No. You have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it for the other person? Like, can I really live away from this person and still be faithful and still look forward to meeting them next time? Is the other person also thinking the same? Is it worth it for the other person as well? Yes. So are you ready to make sacrifices? Be determined to make it work. Each of you has to know that my fiancé or my girlfriend or my boyfriend is very far from here, and it's going to work. Despite that distance, it's going to work. You have to be ready to sacrifice. As you know, traveling is not cheap. Yes, and the second thing is you need to plan. It needs a lot of planning. Like I said, you just don't wake up and go and meet that person. You have to plan on when are you going to meet next. What activities are you going to do when you meet? Like, are you just going to stay in the house or wherever you're going to stay all that time? I don't think that's interesting. You have to get activities, go out there, have fun, make memories that you will remember. For that time you're going to be apart from each other, you need to remember that it was really, really worth it being with this person because you did A, B, C, D, which will stick in your memories for some time. Then how many times are you going to meet, say in a year or in a month? You know, you have to think of it and you have to purpose for it to work. For example, if it's 4 times a year or 2 times a year, you have to think about it and plan it well. Then you have to be realistic, as I said, because you probably are both either students or you are working, or one of you is a student and one of you is working. So you have to be realistic with your goals and with your plans. Do you have the finances for that? Yeah. If you plan to see each other 4 times a year, where are you going to get the money for that? So as you plan, you have to be realistic and know what you have on the table and what you can achieve. The other tip I'm gonna give you is save as much as possible, because it's expensive. And if you're going to plan, there's all those things about visa that you have to do. You have the flight tickets or the train tickets or the bus tickets, depending on where you both are living. So you have to work on that. See how much money you need to come up with for you to meet up next time or in a year and save towards it. Discuss, come up with time, set time aside for discussions whereby you discuss on who is going to do what. For example, how much are we going to need, and what can we afford and what can't we afford. And then finally, enjoy. You need to enjoy. Yeah, because a long distance relationship, you're gonna meet less, go for adventures, things that you've not been doing before. Yeah, make it worth the wait. Like if you're gonna meet once a year or twice a year, make it worth the wait. The other let's say 200 days or 300 days you've not been together, was it worth waiting for this time that you're meeting with each other? And remember to be social, meet your friends and your families if you can. But yeah, thumbs up, just don't forget to enjoy. So that's it from me today. I look forward to sharing more with you. Thank you.